U.S. President Donald Trump has made statement regarding the global nuclear order. He questioned the rationale behind the nuclear arms race involving the United States, Russia, and China. Trump stated that there is no reason for these countries to continue building new nuclear weapons. He brought into light that they already possess enough to destroy the world multiple times. This alarming reality has led to fears of nuclear Armageddon. Trump has often cautioned about this risk. In response, the White House expressed a desire to pursue nuclear arms control dialogues with Russia and China. The goal is to achieve denuclearization. This aim has been sought by various presidents over the decades. However, Trump's announcement carries weight. Notably, he is not typically seen as an advocate for arms control agreements. During his first term, he withdrew the United States from key treaties. These included the Intermediate Range Nuclear Forces Treaty and the Open Skies Agreement. He also abrogated the Iran nuclear deal. His approach to arms control has focused on imposing new demands rather than seeking stability. Trump has previously insisted that China should be included in any future strategic arms reduction treaty discussions. However, this proposal was outrightly rejected by China. Now, as Trump calls for negotiations with China and Russia, there is an opportunity for progress. The world must seize this political will. It is crucial to manage the steps toward denuclearization carefully. Unfortunately, the current security climate is worsening. Relations between Washington and Beijing are increasingly acrimonious. This makes it challenging to anchor discussions around denuclearization. The three powers need an agenda focusing on immediate, tangible steps toward strategic stability. This agenda should also pave the way for future discussions on denuclearization. A vital starting point could be to reaffirm the moratorium on nuclear weapons testing. Addressing this aspect of arms control has solid foundations. It would counter the concerning trend of renewed enthusiasm for nuclear testing. Robert O'Brien, a former national security advisor, has urged the United States not to limit itself to computer models for testing new nuclear weapons. Reports indicate that senior U.S. leaders have discussed resuming nuclear tests for the first time in 28 years. Russia is also considering the possibility of resuming nuclear weapons tests. Russian Deputy Foreign Minister Sergei Ryabkov has described this as an open question. This follows President Vladimir Putin's past remarks, suggesting Russia would conduct tests if necessary. Observers have raised concerns about Chinese activity at its Lop-Ner range. Reports indicate that China may be preparing for nuclear testing again. Reaffirming commitments not to resume nuclear testing could revitalize the Comprehensive Nuclear Test Ban Treaty. The treaty faced a setback in 2023 when Russia withdrew its ratification. This withdrawal increased the number of signatory states that have not ratified the treaty to 6, including the United States and China. While a pledge not to resume testing may not lead directly to ratification, it could stimulate discussions about the treaty's importance. Furthermore, such pledges represent low-hanging fruit in arms control discussions. They require minimal political capital to enact. Given that it has been decades since any of the three powers conducted nuclear tests, reaffirming existing moratoriums would incur little political cost. It would not compromise military or strategic positions. Conversely, pledging not to resume testing could serve as a confidence-building measure. This could lay the groundwork for more dialogues leading to denuclearization. Trump's reputation as a dealmaker means he must initiate and conclude agreements effectively. With the United States poised to reaffirm its commitment not to resume nuclear testing, it could restore credibility to U.S. leadership. This move could also set the stage for further action. Importantly, Russia has indicated it would not resume testing as long as the United States refrains from doing so. Therefore, a reaffirmation from Washington could encourage similar commitments from other nuclear powers. The resumption of nuclear testing could prompt others to follow suit. Thus, reaffirming the moratorium on nuclear weapons testing could close that door tighter. This action could serve as a meaningful first step toward broader denuclearization efforts.